Good morning, people. How's everybody doing this morning? Today is November the 20th. I always struggle with this because I have them. November the 22nd in 2016. It's about 8 a.m. So, just having my morning coffee talk with you. I'm kind of blinded because the sun is like hit me right in the face here. I don't know if you can see that, but in any case, I just wanted to wish everybody well. Peace and blessings to every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. So as I usually do, the first thing we talk about is just politics, because politics is on everybody's minds right now, and just a couple things I'm hearing, again, from the people in DT's camp. As you all know, that's what I refer to the president-elect. He's complaining about being made fun of on Saturday Night Live by Alec Baldwin, by the way, who does an amazing impersonation of Donald Trump. I just think it's hilarious. He's still complaining about unfair media coverage, which is pretty crazy because he's complaining about things that are unfair. Now, if he don't sound like a crybaby, I mean, he complained and he's been complaining about unfair advantage of the media, but he puts himself out there. He puts himself out there by the way, he makes a fool of himself. He really does. He has made a complete and utter fool of himself. By the way, he spurts off at the mouth, talks about people. Again, I keep on. Here's my biggest issue with this whole thing. We have all heard, there's video, there's clips, there's everything. Written text, black and white, how Donald Trump just keeps continually assaulting everybody. Women, minorities, people of different nationalities, different countries, about people's genetic makeup, how they're built. This is supposedly the leader of the free world, and he's acting like a chump. He is. He really is. Now he's complaining the media is being unfair in the way they cover him. But when you make yourself a spectacle, everybody's going to watch, and that's what you got. So my thing is, why don't you use your platform for good? Do something positive and productive. But I don't think that's in you, sir. I don't think you know how to do that. But in any case, the things that are on our minds, that's what people are talking about this morning, and the fact that I know the Democratic Party is revamping, regrouping. I know David Axelrod is meeting with a lot of donors today, and I think that they're trying to figure out what happened. All the money they spent, Hillary Clinton should have won. But what I think they didn't do, they didn't calculate just how deep-rooted these nasty, Donald Trump's term, these nasty sediments that were deep inside of a lot of Americans. Obviously, half the country is just filled with, and I can't say it any other way, just filled with a deep-seated rage and anger that had to be planted from somewhere, because people keep talking about what's been taken from them and how they're being mistreated and skipped over, and it's their country, and you're taking this from me, you're taking that from me, and foreigners are coming in and taking our jobs. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Foreigners coming in and taking your stuff. I think that's pretty pertinent as we about to celebrate, some people are celebrating Thanksgiving in America. I don't really celebrate it. I mean, I have in the past, but I take any opportunity to get together with my family, because that's always a good thing. But all the things, and let's think about who's complaining. A lot of white people, not all of them. The ones that are in a certain income, there's demographics for everything, and that's just what it is. Folks that are under a certain income, under a certain education, and which tells me that they don't have a lot of worldly experience. They don't have a lot of experience with people, cultures, and things outside of their own communities, and so they're just ignorant to the way the rest of the world works. They just are. But when you get back to the idea of somebody's coming in and taking our stuff and taking our jobs and taking our land and taking our, well, that's exactly what happened to the indigenous people of America, the Native Americans. Exactly what happened. And by the way, we are the foreigners. So think about that as you sit back and eat your turkeys and all the Christmas, Black Friday shopping that you're all getting ready to do. And I mention that because as we speak in North Dakota, more of the indigenous people are out there being oppressed, harassed, the rights violated, their sacred lands, their sacred tribal lands and family history and ancestry is being stolen from them right underneath our noses and in plain sight of everybody. So I would urge President Obama and all the great things you've done in your candidacy for 8 years, sir, to do one more great act, and is that to stop this atrocious act of terrorism to these great people out here, the true Americans who have suffered so much and given up so much in this country. And they've been all but forgotten in history books, and after all the contributions they have done, especially during World War I and World War II, as I was just reading the other night about the Code Talkers deep about more about that, just the immense sacrifice that these soldiers, these Native Americans did. And if it hadn't been for them, the Germans would have been able to figure out and keep figuring out what we were talking about, all of our plans. They couldn't break the code from the, I think some of them were the Apaches, and the other ones were the, I can't remember the names right now. Choctaw, I believe, Indian tribe, and they couldn't break their code. So they have made an immense contribution to America and to the world, for that matter. So I'm calling on you, President Obama, to do one more great act before you leave office and put an end to that, sir. And these people and their rights, these true Americans, need to be protected. They need to be celebrated. And that will make America great again. All right, everybody, be safe out there today. We'll talk to you soon.